Ever find yourself mimicking someone you admire? Maybe a boss, a mentor, or even a famous entrepreneur? We all do it, but here's the truth. Trying to be someone else won't get you where you want to go. Today, we're breaking down why copying others limits your potential and how to step into the best version of you. Early in my career, I thought success meant doing exactly what successful people did. I copied how they spoke, how they led meetings, and even how they structured their work. But I was missing the point. What made them great wasn't their habits, it was their authenticity. When I finally realized this, I had to relearn how to lead in a way that was true to me. We're often told to fake it until you make it. But at what point does that stop being helpful and start making us a cheap imitation instead of a strong original? So the first thing we're going to address is the clone trap. Why copying others is limiting you. It's natural to think, if I do exactly what they did, I'll be just as successful. But success doesn't come from duplication, it comes from differentiation. After Steve Jobs passed, people desperately searched for his successor. Elizabeth Holmes and Adam Newman were both hyped as the next Steve Jobs because they copied his style, black turtlenecks, grand keynotes, and ambitious storytelling. But what made Steve Jobs successful wasn't the turtleneck, it was his ability to innovate and execute. Holmes and Newman focused on looking like a visionary rather than building something truly transformative, and we all saw how that ended. Success isn't about replicating someone else's image, it's about doing the hard work of building something that stands on its own. So next we're going to talk about the power of authenticity and why you should be yourself. People don't follow perfection, they follow authenticity. The best leaders, athletes, and creatives succeed because they take inspiration but make it their own. Kobe Bryant didn't just look up to Michael Jordan, he studied him like a textbook. He copied his footwork, mimicked his fadeaway, and even picked up his mannerisms. If you watch young Kobe, it's almost eerie how much he moves like MJ. Jordan's fadeaway jumper was legendary. He'd back defenders down, create space with a smooth turn, and drain mid-range shots like clockwork. Kobe, he mastered that move but took it even further, adding his own footwork and counters to make it unpredictable. Then there's the tongue-out acrobatic finishes. MJ made it iconic, and Kobe took the same aggressive, high-flying style, but added more pump fakes, footwork tricks, and tough angle shots that fit his game. Jordan had the Air Jordan free throw line dunk, and Kobe had his own highlight reel dunks, but as he evolved, he relied more on precision and skill rather than just pure athleticism. You don't win by imitating someone else's greatness. You win by evolving into the best version of yourself. So how can you stop copying and start becoming? Breaking free from imitation requires intentional effort, and here's how to do it. The first step you should take is audit your influences. Identify who you admire and what you're unintentionally mimicking. This was tough for me because I had so much respect for the people I was modeling myself after, but I had to ask, am I inspired by them or am I just trying to be them? Step 2, discover your strengths. What do you bring to the table that no one else does? For me, I love to finish tasks and I love to innovate. And it took me a while to figure this stuff out, but eventually I did through clarity and seeking guidance from other people as well as taking assessments. So if you're struggling to figure it out, tools like StrengthsFinder and Working Genius can help you get clarity. And step 3, experiment and evolve. Instead of copying, take inspiration and make it your own. Learn, adapt, and build your own voice. The goal isn't to become a clone of someone successful. It's to become the most refined, authentic version of you. This week, take a step back and ask yourself, am I copying someone else's style or am I developing my own? Focus on one way you can show up more authentically in your work and your leadership. Remember, success isn't about being a clone. It's about owning who you are and growing from there. Who's someone that's influenced you, but you've learned to adapt their lessons rather than copying them? Drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you like this episode, hit that like and subscribe button and ring the bell. And next week, we'll be diving into the difference between street smarts and book smarts. Don't miss it. Peace.